Chapter 13 of the book of Revelation speaks of the mark of the beast. It says that all persons shall have that mark, all persons from the greatest to the least. Persons who have not that mark will not be permitted to engage in commerce, to buy or to sell. That mark is on us, is among us today. Hear me, see if you agree. Chapter 13, verse 18, invites the reasonable person to count the number of the beast. It says the number is the number of a man, and the number is 666. But what does that mean? We know that the other place that number 666 occurs is chapter 10 of 1 Kings. It's the number of talents of gold that Solomon received every year. A talent is anywhere between 66 to 135 pounds, so we're talking about 22 tons of gold a year. Solomon began his reign brilliantly. He was a godly ruler. Time went by. He became seduced by his treaty brides and the deceitfulness of wealth. As wise as he was at the beginning of his reign, that's how foolish he was at the end of it. In my opinion, the first beast of chapter 13 of Revelation is the Lord's cosmic enemy. Like Solomon, he began brilliantly. Like Solomon, he was lost to God for pursuing selfish ambition. The second beast spoken of in the book of Revelation is a mortal leader, great among the nations, lost to God because he or she has been seduced by the power and the allure of the things of the world. I submit to your judgment that the mark of the beast is on any person who shares the qualities of ungodliness of that leader. I submit to your judgment that the mark of the beast is that selfish ambition, that disregard of God for the sake of the allures of the world. So, what does it mean to say that the mark of the beast is inscribed on a person's forehead or on their hand? To answer that question, we have to remember that the book of Revelation is very comfortable with symbolic language. And we have to ask, what would that language have meant to a person in the first century when the book of Revelation was written? And we have to remember that it was a time when mirrors were rare because they were a luxury item affordable to few, and those mirrors that did exist were poor in quality. So for something to be inscribed upon a person's forehead means that it was something that they could not see themselves. They would be shocked to hear or to know that they had the mark of the beast upon them. In contrast, to say that something is inscribed on a person's hands means that that person can easily see it. All they have to do is lift their hand to their face, and there it is. And that means that for some people, they know very well that they are living in defiance of God, and they don't care, or they lack the capacity to change. I'm going to shift the metaphor now, because this symbolic language equally means something else. If a mark is on a person's forehead, they might not know to conceal it, or they might not be able to conceal it. But if it's on the hand, it easily can be concealed. And it can be concealed beneath a facade of godliness, an appearance, perhaps, of profound godliness. What does it mean, then, that persons without the mark of the beast will be unable to buy or to sell? Demonic powers will have the capacity to use their human shills to spread false rumors about those who do not bear the mark of separation from God. And the persons who refuse to engage in commerce with these people might not realize that they are refusing to do so because of those persons' godliness. Instead, they might falsely believe that they are doing it because they refuse self-righteously to sit down with sinners. It will be a bizarro world, or it is a bizarro world, where things are opposite of what they appear to be. It is a world that Lewis Carroll might call a looking glass world, where left is right and right is left. Among the members of the invisible church, the true church, the temptation to succumb will be greater than a mortal can withstand. They will be able to withstand the temptation to succumb only with the bounteous help of the Holy Spirit.